another homicide. You see, unfortunately, we become accustomed to something great, to burying our sons. But how many can know today that enough is enough? Because we can't stand anymore. And I've got to tell you the truth, that if you're like me, that if somebody put their hands on that child, Lord have mercy, help me, Jesus. So brothers and sisters, we're here today remembering Brother Tyrone West. But what about George King? George King was a 19-year-old child, 19 years old. This brother was otherwise in healthy condition. He was tased 5 times by the Baltimore City Police Department. Not once, not twice, not 3 or 4, but 5 times. The reason why that's important is because Taser International, the company that manufactures the tasers, said that any taser past 1 taser has the potential to be dead. So they killed this child not once, not twice, 3 times, 4 times. They killed this child 5 times. And so we are here today understanding the pain. We are here today understanding the anguish of the people in Missouri. And we lock arms today. Say we love you, Missouri. We love you, Missouri. Say we love you, Missouri. We love you, Missouri. We stand united, Missouri. We stand united, Missouri. We're brothers and sisters, Missouri. We're brothers and sisters, Missouri. Hands up! Don't shoot! 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 And the credit card Willis, after Mr. Willis' son, Kevin Cooper, was killed by the Baltimore City Police Department years ago. And so she is indeed her and her family. They would be victims, but because they've joined this struggle, they are victors. Is that all right? Yeah. They become victors because they decided to join the struggle against police terror. Let's get a prayer.
Can I see your sign?
We're going to make sure that we do proceed to the moment of silence at 7 o'clock so we can continue their reflections, and that is important. And Sister Jennifer Wilson, please welcome her to the name of love. We appreciate her determination today to not be a victim, she decides to be a victor.
Our cars are in the big restaurant. I'm here with my studio manager. Jamal Jefferson action on these.
But I came from opposition to not to be an angry mother, but to use it to make positive, to try to build a gap, a bridge between the police department and the community. My son was killed in Southwest District, where lies after lies come out of Southwest District. We have to understand today that this is real.
Come on now.
This is real.
Come on.
It might be in Ferguson, but we have a lot of children that are dying on the streets of Baltimore by the hands of the police.
Come on, mother.
Yes.
And they call it justifiable homicide.
Not at all.
Offered us $10,000 so we wouldn't go to court.
What?
$10,000, that means nothing to my son's life. We took it to court. They fought us in court for 2 weeks. Paid their big attorney $500 an hour to cover up a lie. But the God that I serve will get the justice. The God that we serve shall get the justice. They say no justice, no peace.
No.
No justice, no peace.
Yes.
No justice, no peace.
Yes.
No justice, no peace. 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 Come on, y'all, show us some love.
Yes.
Hands off our children. Hands off our children. Hands off our children. Hands off our children. Hands off our children.
Yes.
Hands off our communities.
Yes.
Hands off our communities. Hands off our communities. Hands off our children.
Yes.
Hands off our children. Hands off our children. We have the chairman of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference here, Brother Leon Purnell. Have him say a word. I want to say one thing first of all. This is too often we coming together and talking about the same thing.
Yep.
One of the problems that we have here is that we take things to a certain point and we leave it alone.
Yes.
And
That's
they
it.
think that we just gonna keep on tolerating the same thing.
Yep.
But we were here today to let them know that we're sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Yes. Yes.
And we started this thing some years ago when Trayvon Martin was killed. And it was because something similar was going on here in Baltimore City. But they got away with that. They allowed them to abuse that child up there and nothing was done. Where have you heard about a state's attorney letting them have 5 postponements? Where have you heard about a state's attorney letting them go not out of the city, not out of the state, but out of the country when there's charges pending against them? If they were black, do you think they would go there? So we're here to let people know that we are paying attention to what's happening around the country. This is becoming an epidemic. There are too many black males being killed and nobody being held accountable. Too many.
Yep.
One of the things that we've got to remember is that today it may not be you, but it won't be long.
Yep.
It
Yep.
won't be long. Somebody in your family is going to meet this fate.
Yep.
And we've got to stop it. The
Yes.
commissioner come and they tell you a lot of lies. I have a lot of apprehensions about this curfew. Because what's going to happen to the first few that pulls away from one of the
Yep.
police
Yep.
officers and
That's
runs?
another reason.
Will he be shot? Will he be paid? That's what you got to think about. They talk about they're going to provide social workers and counselors and everything in these centers. If that was the case, why did you close the rec centers? If you had that money, why did you close the rec centers?
Yes.
We were out here protesting about it. Why did you listen? They have outsourced everything in this city you can imagine. Affordable housing is going. If you don't feel it now, you will feel it shortly. If you look, the recs are gone. They gave them to these different agencies, and none of them opened up rec centers. Look at the rec centers. Then the ones that they do have, the kids gotta pay money. If they had money, they wouldn't need the rec centers.
Yes.
And We have pools that all over the city, and the kids can't afford to go to the pools. This is the first summer I've ever seen where the temperature's been up, and we haven't had a full load of kids at the pools. They got to bus people into Clifton Park to get a fair number of people there. But that's one of the mega centers that she said she wanted to provide for us. But she closed the ones that were heavily populated. What sense does it make? What happens to the people that we've been arguing for to try to get affordable wage increases? They didn't have money to pay for a babysitter.
Yeah.
So the rec center served as a safe haven for their children. That's gone. Now they gotta suffer and leave their children in the house unprotected, alone, hoping that nothing happens. So do you see what I see? We have one thing on top of the other here in this city.
Yes, sir.
And what's happening in Missouri is not far from here. It's not far, it's coming closer. We are so tired of all of these people being killed.
Yes.
They told us that Mr. West was killed because he had a respiratory problem. But everybody that has a knee in their neck and 2 or 3 people beating on them, I would surmise that you would have a respiratory problem.
Yes.
And I don't have to be a doctor. What do y'all say?
Yes.
You heard about the man that was grabbed from behind and wrestled down for selling cigarettes. For selling cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
And they said that he died of respiratory problem. Now, if you got a chokehold on the man and you're pulling all your might,
Go to your heart.
and 2 or 3 other people leaning on him at the same time, do you think he's going to have a respiratory problem? So we have got to stop listening to the bull. This is ridiculous. I mean, the police up in East Baltimore think they Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, yes.
It's too many of them living the life of the TV. Look, I have a center up in East Baltimore, and I work with the police when they are working. But if they fools, they fools. And you can't come in here trying to be Starsky and Hutch when you need to be a protector of the people. You are paid to protect and serve, not to kill the people. And if this young man had his hands up, why are you shooting? Not once, but 3 times. So we have got to pay attention, people, and spread the word, because we got to come back to that house over there that is so disruptive and malfunctioning. And we got to let them know that we are truly sick and we truly tired, and we need to talk to them, because if they don't listen, we're going to be back. This time we're going to come back, and we're going to come out here a little earlier, and we're going to take our cell phones and we're going to call City Hall, so not a call can go out of there. We're going to lock every line they got. Every line. We're going to go on their expensive phone system and show them we can shut it down. The same with the internet. We can send emails, we can jam their lines up. So if they don't want to do right, we can stay at home and just call when we feel like it. Ain't your job. Call.
Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down!
We're going to have to shut it down. So pay attention. We're going to send some things out. CD sends out a lot of things on Facebook. I'm not one to get on there that much. But CD does, and he's going to send this message out, because that's something we can do. We can be a hell of a pain in the backside. And once we become a pain, somebody's going to want to listen to us, don't y'all think?
Yep.
And there's so many people here that have things to say. We need to pay attention and say a prayer for some of these parents, because they are really in a lot of pain. Thank you so much. Give it up for them. We're looking at the time, and we are attempting to do things in decency and in order. So we're going to begin to prepare to make our way down to the moment of silence. But we wanted to hear from a couple of different people before we leave. We've spoken a lot about younger people, and we're very fortunate to have Brother Marquis, a younger man, who's going to have a word to say. So show him some love.